What's going on out there? So apparently we are live, okay? 7, 8, 9, 10, live. All right. And we have a death connected to politics. And what do you know? Because it's a selection year, isn't it? And we have a public I'm gonna just do this live, okay? So that's added right there to the screen. Alice Stewart, CNN political commentator and veteran advisor, political advisor, dead at 58 years old. Right here, connected to CNN. You see that right there? Okay, so let me go ahead and type this in here. Public stream. And what? So what? We have it is Sunday? I mean, can it be Saturday again? Right? But that's okay. We have Sundays. Is everybody relaxing out there? Some of y'all at work. What's going on? Let's play this clip. Here's another like CNN anchor or whatever you want to call the character speaking on Alice Stewart's death. Okay, and then we'll get into it. Dead at 58, politics, political year. We know about CNN, right? And we'll look at that as well. Alice Stewart. We'll see if there's anything in the name we'll catch on the fly. But let me go ahead and play this. Couple of clips, but we'll play this one first.
We have some very sad news to report to you, and I'm very sorry that I have to tell you this. CNN political commentator and Republican strategist Alice Stewart has passed away. Many of you know her. She's been a staple on this network, participating in many political panels, bringing us deep insight into politics. You'll remember she was a former communications director for Senator Ted Cruz. She worked with Mitt Romney and Rick Santorum, Michelle Bachmann, just to name a few. She also hosted a podcast with her friend and Democratic strategist Maria Cardona called Hot Mics from Left to Right. Alice and I both got our start in Arkansas television and local news. And when I was coming up as an intern, she was working there. And as we both made our way to CNN, she was always available with an encouraging smile or a text as I climbed my way up the ladder here. And I know that personally, I miss her very much, and I'm very sad to hear this news. And she brought us all so much information and insight and was such a valuable piece of the team here at CNN. And we are all processing this news as it was so sudden.
I don't know who that is, but kind of a little smirk on the face speaking on this death. And of course, they don't know what's going on here. No information. Here, let's play this so let's listen to Alice Stewart here speak on some politics.
To what's behind all this with two political experts and CNN operatives and political commentators, Democratic strategist Maria Cardona, Republican strategist Alice Stewart. Alice, let me ask you this. Are they volunteering or are they being frog marched to the cameras by the campaign?
I talked with some of the representatives of each of their teams, and they volunteered to go. They wanted to go. And look, a lot of people will question their motives, whether or not they are vying for the Veep stakes or potentially a position in the administration if Trump were to win. But the reality is, these are Republicans, these are key Republicans, and Donald Trump is the top of the ticket in 2024, and they're supporting the top of the ticket. And, you know, we heard just from Speaker Johnson right there, they all had the same message, and they've been consistent with this message. They feel, and many Trump supporters feel, that this is a sham trial. They feel it's garbage. They feel it's weaponization of the Justice Department, and feel as though Donald Trump is being targeted because he's the contender against Joe Biden. And they want to see the judge recuse himself from this. And that's clearly the message that they wanted to send themselves, and they weren't pressured by Trump.
So glad that I'm not caught up in that script anymore. But wow, the affiliation, what kind of speaking from the Republican point of view. Okay, and a selection year. Wow. Okay, so we'll move forward a little bit here now. Let me, okay, do that. I'll full screen this. And again, this is a public stream, and volume is good. All right, and just watch how this comes together nice and easy, okay? Let me hide the comment. Let me go back over here. All right, so we just heard it. And Alice Elizabeth Stewart. It makes me think of the Queen, right? A little bit. Let's go to the Queen real quick. And kind of like that royalty connection, these elites, right? Donald Trump. Queen Elizabeth's full name. Look at that. You get Elizabeth right there with the Queen. You see that? And royalty right there, not far off from Trump. As far as these like characters, right? These elites that are here to deceive us. That's interesting. Very much so. So you see that right there. And I could probably do this. Queen Elizabeth and Donald Trump. I could probably do that. And you see, you're gonna have connections right there. Okay. Who was the only president that didn't meet Queen Elizabeth? Oh, okay. Well, that's not Trump. But anyways, you see that there's connections there. Trump meets the Queen at Buckingham Palace. Queen Elizabeth II toasts to President Donald Trump. Watch Queen Elizabeth as she greets President Donald Trump. Okay, so you see all of that right there. And Alice Elizabeth Stewart was, and they don't know what the hell happened, okay? They just found her body, apparently. Was an American communications director who worked on 5 Republican presidential campaigns. I'm trying to keep with the slides here, but when you find stuff on the side, Donald equals 50, politics and BS equal 50. Drop the 0 like 5, okay? And it was just over, 50 years ago when Biden hit the Senate stage in 73? Okay? And here it is right here, look. Police in Northern Virginia told CNN that Stewart's body was found outdoors. They just found her body outdoors, a Bellevue neighborhood. And this Saturday, that was yesterday, Saturday morning, and that no foul play was suspected. They just found the body, no foul play. And they believe she suffered a medical episode. According to CNN, they're the medical experts right here in this story, apparently, right? According to CNN, Stewart suffered a medical episode, not according to her doctors, not according to a local hospital that she went to, according to CNN, okay? And it's a political year, right? And CNN's kind of they're up there, right? In an email to staff, the network's CEO, we're going to get into that. Mark Thompson called Stewart a very dear friend and colleague to all of us. Every time they have a quote like that, and then they want to kind of hit us again with the character speaking on it, it's like, okay, we're going to look at that. So Alice Stewart, again, a CNN political commentator and a veteran political advisor who worked on a number of GOP presidential campaigns, dead at 58 years old, okay? And you saw the Trump connection, 2024 selection looming. Alice Elizabeth Stewart equals 224, just with the language forwards with the alphabet. A is 1, B is 2, C is 3. All right. 224, like the year 2024. 0 has no value. All right. this is interesting that CNN is a left-leaning liberal news channel. given that most liberals are Democrats. You see that right there? And then, man, look, she synced up with the Republicans. Okay? It's obvious what's going on here. And just look at this Elizabeth with the middle name. I just showed you the Queen Elizabeth, the second connection with Trump. I don't know if that put it in perspective, but look at the numbers. Elizabeth equals 88 like Trump. Just apply the method. A is 1, B is 2, C is 3. Okay? Donald equals 50. I mentioned that earlier. They said 5. Look, it says right there. Worked on 5 Republican presidential campaigns before joining CNN. All right? BS equals 50. Politics equals 50. Okay? Look at how political equals 146. And that's Trump's birthday. And I'll show you that. And that Donald 31, I'm going to show you how that hits. And I told you Biden hit the Senate stage the 3rd day of the first month as well. But look at political 146. Now let me go over here. All right, you're looking at that right there. Donald Trump's birthday. Right there, 140.
According to Simple Wikipedia, Donald John Trump, born June 14, 1946, is an American businessman, media personality, and politician. He was the 45th President of the United States from 2017 to 2021.
Yeah,
Trump was also the
yeah.
chairman and president of the Trump Organization from 1971 to 2017.
Yeah, and for real. And born in 46 even. But look at that, you see? Political 146, that's interesting, definitely. Now I want you to kind of notice the 31 and then the 50. We're gonna, and they'll say text Trump to 88022. Is that how they do it? That's what it says. You can go look yourself. But look at that. Wow. Look at the 31 with Donald. Okay, a selection year. Who's it going to be? And don't forget, women rule the world, according to Beyonce. And it's obvious when you look at the mainstream, Taylor Swift. You know, you got the VP, Camilla Cardozo wins the national championship for the South Carolina Gamecocks. You can probably find a connection there with politics. Easy money, right? Look at how Donald John Trump equals 185 right there. Okay, ABC 123, and I forgot to clip it in here, but Alice died the 18th day of the 5th month, and that was yesterday, Saturday. Allison Stewart, right? So what would be the odds Donald Trump's full name equals her death date? Alice Stewart death date. Oh,
According to
they don't want
Wikipedia,
it right there?
Alice Elizabeth Stewart was an American communications
That's right
director
there.
who worked on 5 Republican presidential campaigns before joining CNN as a commentator.
See it? Right there, dead 18/5, the 18th day of the 5th month, when Donald John Trump equals 185. Y'all, okay? That's just how it is. I mean, it's their game. It's the game that they play. All right? There it is right there. Text NJ, New Jersey, or they probably do it every state, to 88022. And Trump with the 88, like Elizabeth earlier. Full name 185, just like the death date. You heard him say Republican, right? Synced up with the Republicans' point of view on CNN, but they're left leaning. I said Donald equals 31, and I told you to remember, right? And whoever's watching this, like, soak up the information, okay? Think about it. Think about it, all right? The birthday, the 11th day of the 3rd month, okay? Like 113, politics 113, BS 113, you get the 103, and that's perfect in those two ciphers with that match. CNN political commentator and veteran political advisor. Okay, CNN 31 and 13. 13 numerology, Alice Stewart's last birthday. You get it? Or you can just be like March 11th, 311, like 31, like CNN and Donald both equal 31. Okay. So as we put it into perspective here of what's going on, right? You see that? You see all of it. And remember, Biden hit the Senate stage 1/3. Get it? Who won the Super Bowl? The Commander in Chiefs. And another blonde bites the dust. You get Taylor Swift with that connection over there. Right? Probably something with the name Alice. Remember the band Alice in Chains? You know, think about the story they hit us with Diddy, with the abuse. A part of the story, though, right? 31 numerology on the death date. Okay? 5/18/2024. 5 plus 18 plus the single digits of the year. Again, a CNN political commentator and veteran political advisor who worked on a number of GOP presidential campaigns, dead at age 58. And that's the number for dishonesty. Right there, you get 113, but you also get the reverse 311. Okay? And that is in the reverse cipher. Z is 1, A is 26. The number for dishonesty, reverse reduction, you reverse the alphabet at the 10th letter. You just reduce by adding the double digits, 1 plus 0, and reducing it to 1. Okay? And that's just it for forwards and reverse when you see reduction right there. But reverse is just with the alphabet in reverse right there. Forwards reduction would be forwards with reducing at J, the 10th letter. So if I misspoke there, but it's simple. You see it right there. Mainstream 113, like green screen 113. And dishonest equals 113. Not true, not factual, disinfo. Okay, and there's going to be, then there's more with that, but just some examples, okay? And we know about the media and the dishonesty, mainstream. Come on. CNN equals 50 in reverse. This is gematria. Check the gematrinator calculator. Let's go over here real quick. Here's Allison. Here you go right there. And let me show you this. You can, just ask Google, and I'm not here to argue about this, but what is gematria? Oh, it's not going to enter it right. Oh, but look at that.
Showing pictures that match.
Put matrix in. I put what is gematria and matrix popped up. I'm going to have to look at that. Look how it says mathematics. Yeah, that's interesting. We are in the matrix. That's amazing. That's kind of a wow. You get matri. I'm just catching on to that right now. That's amazing. Okay, let me try that again. Look at this. You can just come over here and just see what they say if anybody wants to know. And I'm not going to argue about who's right or wrong about what it is. I'm saying the alphabet forwards and reverse with the ciphers and just the two reductions to both. Very understandable. A Kabbalistic method of interpreting the Hebrew scriptures and I'm not arguing what ciphers are this and that. I was born with the English language and the alphabet. That's what I was raised with in school. Okay, other people can distract and do that, right? By computing the numerical value of words based on those of their constituent letters, if that's how you say that. But remember, Donald 50, CNN 50, politics 50, BS equals 50. All the connections All the connections. And we'll play this again.
We have some very sad news to report to you, and I'm very sorry that I have to tell you this. CNN political commentator and Republican strategist Alice Stewart has passed away. Many of you know her. She's been a staple on this network, participating in many political panels, bringing us deep insight into politics. You'll remember she was a former communications director for Senator Ted Cruz. She worked with Mitt Romney and Rick Santorum, Michelle Bachmann, just to name a few.
So a lot of characters to connect there, okay? Shout out to anybody who's going to be watching this, and shout out to the YouTube employee watching. Soak up the information. You can do what you want with it. No beef or anything. Her birthday, right here, I checked. I guess this year, the 71st day of the year. Okay, and political commentator, you get 117, like 17. Veteran political advisor, 107, like 17. So that would just be 71 reversed. And the 71, that's interesting. The 20th prime number is 71. And Donald Trump's birthday, look it up this year, leaves 200 days in the year. June 14th leaves 200 days, like 20. Okay, and T is the 20th letter of the alphabet. Probably a better point, with 71 being the 20th prime number. And Donald John Trump equals 220. Okay, so you get the twos again. Think of Trump Tower, Trump 2020, and all of that, right? And not only that, Donald John Trump, we mentioned earlier, 185, like the death date here for this character with the political year, okay? 185, 18/5. And look, you get the 58 with the death date, or excuse me, with the age at death, Alice Stewart, and 58 numerology on the last birthday. And what a dishonesty number that is, because that's the day that the NBA had to shut down the games, right? For for that 2020. Speaking of Trump 2020, that's all synced up as well. C19. And hey, 5 plus 8 is 13, y'all. 5 plus 8 is 13. Takes the permanent diet at age 58. So you get all those 113s that we hit on with the 13s. Hey, kill equals 17. Kill equals 17. Sacrifice equals 170, like 17. Woo. Y'all, it's just coming together nice. And I want to see if there's any other. I didn't see any other news footage from other media sources on this. Okay, and you see the full name, and we hit on that connection. Was an American communications director who worked on 5 Republican. Did that say 1938 on the sign? Murder, killing, death, RIP. 38, murder and morgue equal 83. Let me put Bellevue in real quick. They said like the Bellevue neighborhood or whatever in Virginia. Bellevue. Let me go check that out. Bellvue. Let's see. Bellevue. Wow, Bell equals 31 and 13. That's amazing. 77 like Trump's 77. United States equals 77. Donald equals 23. That's amazing. Bellevue equals 25 like Trump. 79 like murder and morgue. 38 like murder, death, killing, RIP. Look at the sign. Bellevue Forest, 1938. Okay? And let's go back over here. Let me decline that real quick. Look at how easy this is. Y'all, I'm sharing it to you. You don't owe me anything. I'm not asking for anything. You see that right there. Okay? It's just free knowledge from me to you. And this is what I do for fun. I'm born to do this. Even I still work. I work because, you know, I'm caught up still in this matrix as that popped up earlier, right? Bellevue neighborhood right there. Okay? When Bellevue equals, let me make sure I spelled it right. Did I get the E in there? Oh, I didn't. My bad. Damn. Let me spell it right. Let me spell it right. Ooh, that would have been nice though, wouldn't it have? Let's spell it right. Glad I caught that. Okay. So, of course, now it doesn't land on. Let's put Bellevue neighborhood. Let's do that. 204, like the year 24. Dead in 24. And the full name equaled 224, like the year 24. Selection, right? Is that what we hit on earlier? The full name? Oh, I need to eat something too. I'm looking forward to eating. And again, according to CNN, suffered a medical episode, whatever the hell that means. Alice Elizabeth Stewart, 224, and then you get that 204 right there, like 24. Bellevue neighborhood, right there. Now let me go back and find where I was. Okay, we can, boom. And that's Anthony Davis's birthday as well. Just take note, right? A like Alice as well, huh? I'm a real person. What's up, y'all? ABC 123. You know, that's just how it is. And you see Sinead back there ripping up the picture of the Pope. Okay, that's what type of time we're on. Y'all are amazing. Look at Virginia. Northern Virginia, police in Northern Virginia. So look at the chain of command here. So the police told CNN, and then CNN became the authority. They said, you know, they knew about her medical history, whatever, medical episode. Stewart's body was found outdoors, and Drake's blocking us up there in the Bellevue neighborhood. You see, early Saturday, yesterday. Virginia 127, like her full name. Reverse reduction with the full name. Probably it's not difficult to understand. Z is 1, A is 26. Reverse it at the 10th letter, you reduce it. Add the 2 digits and just do that going forward. Add up all the single digits. 127 Alice Elizabeth Stewart, like Virginia. And you get the 89 icing on the cake, 89 cable news network for CNN. Okay? According to CNN, she suffered a medical episode. In an email to staff, the network CEO, Mark Thompson, called Stewart a very dear friend and colleague to all of us at CNN. And it's not a coincidence. Mark Thompson equals 55, like Virginia. You know, and we'll throw it in there because it keeps landing with our decodes. God and Satan equal 55. Kendrick Lamar, 5'5", heavily trending. 5'5", age 36. 3 6s. Beefing with the 6 God. When you write out 6 God, SIXGOD, you get 36. 75-day span. Alice Stewart's death date to CEO Mark Thompson's birthday, when CEO Mark Thompson equals 75. And let me show you his birthday. I guess I don't have it up. Somehow, some way. Let me share this. CEO Mark Thompson, CNN, birthday. Look, see? See? 731. Look how close he is to being born in 58. Alice dead at 58. Very close, right? Look how he's born in the UK. Check my last decode on the live. United Kingdom's Tyson Fury loses to Usyk. Alexander last night. Alexander Usyk. Where did they fight? What was it? Kingdom Arena or whatever in Saudi Arabia. Look, you get the UK again right here. And that fighter who won, Usyk, out of Ukraine, first two letters UK, like the UK right there. Everything's connected, y'all. See that? I feel like there was something else I needed to show you that I didn't clip, but I think we got it all. There he is, media executive. I want to see if there's some updated footage trending. Sir Mark John Thompson, British media executive, who is chairman of the board of directors of Ancestry, the largest for-profit genealogy company in the world, and chief executive officer of the cable news network CNN. The former president and chief executive officer of the New York Times Company. Right here. So, big time character here. Assumed office as chairman and CEO of CNN. 10/9, October 9th. That's the founding of Yale University, where the Society Skull and Bones is located. At Yale, Skull and Bones, the society, and that's synced up with politics. George Bush Jr., a member, and he states it himself. It's well known, and you can look into their rituals and how they get down over there. Okay? And you get, again, politics with the selection year. This kind of looks like that. Man, does this look like the guy from... Does this look like the guy from... This looks like a mobster, kind of. Does this look like the guy from The Sopranos? A little. Does this look like a Soprano character here? Maybe I'm wrong. But assumed office 10/9, that's the Yale founding date. He resembles somebody else. Y'all. Okay. Let's go see if there's new footage here. Let's see if there's new footage on this right here. Trending news. Right here. Let's go to the video. No, still not. It's still that CNN one. We'll play something else maybe, though. It's still that same one. Is this something else? Here, let's see what this is about right here. Let's see what this is about. Let me straighten it up. Here, let's see what this, and hopefully the volume plays on this, because we've had problems with that.
In a world of constant news, it's the untold stories that often hold the most weight.
See what's up here.
We mourn the loss of Alice Stewart, a prominent voice in politics, unexpectedly gone at 58. A respected pundit, CNN contributor, and Emmy winner, her passing leaves a void in political
They better
media.
not.
Famous.
That music, every time, even if they do like any kind of music, it's like they gotta copyright it. Okay, I'm just gonna take the damn chance, because who the hell would claim ownership to that? So I'll just take the risk, and hopefully it's playing. I'll take the risk.
For her insightful
Hopefully you
commentary,
can hear it.
she played a pivotal role across GOP campaigns, directing communications for many candidates. Known for her conservative yet balanced views,
Anybody out
Stewart's
there, let me
influence
know you
reached
can hear
beyond
it.
TV screens.
More of the bots.
Co-hosting a podcast and contributing to Harvard's Institute of Politics, she was a versatile journalist. Her peers remember her as kind and dedicated. Today, we honor her life, contributions, and
YouTube
unyielding
employee, can you
spirit.
hear me?
Her legacy is a beacon for future generations. To commemorate Alice Stewart, hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for updates. Remember,
Okay.
every story matters, and every
story matters is what they say. Just a little bit of magic, I call it. Oh, and again, it's a public stream, right? We're hitting heavy. Check out the live. Check out the live from early into the morning. You know, we had the presentation with that fight, Fury and Usyk, a pre-presentation, and then on the fly we hit on the result, and we just brought it all together in the live. Okay, not easy to do, but I got your back, and here we are again. I slept for 5 hours. I'm off for 2 days. What am I going to do after this? Look, it's freaking hot. Look at that freaking sun in Arizona. Is it necessary? I don't think we can do anything about it, right? I don't think we can do anything about it, but know what I mean? So I think we need to move towards wrapping this up. What else do we have? Oh, I don't even think we're close. Let's see. So yeah, no further information about the cause of death or survivors was available. What? Or survivors was available Saturday. A political veteran and an Emmy award-winning journalist who brought an incomparable spark to CNN's coverage, known across our bureaus, not only for her political savvy, but for her unwavering kindness, he wrote. Our hearts are heavy as we mourn such an extraordinary loss. All right, and there they just hit with the birthday, born in Atlanta, and you get the Arkansas connection, like Bill Clinton, right? Began her career, Bill Clinton, out of Arkansas and Little Rock, yeah, or at least Arkansas. Reporter in Georgia before moving to Little Rock, Arkansas, to be a news anchor. She went on to serve as the communications director in then Arkansas Governor Mike Huckabee's office. She assumed similar roles during Huckabee's presidential run in 2008 and served as communications director for the 2012 presidential bids of Minnesota Rep. Michelle Bachmann, and then former Pennsylvania Senator, Biden out of Pennsylvania, right? But Rick Santorum. Most recently, Stewart was a communications director for Texas Senator Ted Cruz's 2016 campaign. And again, they're touching on that selection, and we're right before a selection with the death. And you saw the year 2024 connection. We hit on the 224 a few times, right? So you see that heartbreaking Cruz posted on X. X is the 24th letter of the alphabet, right? Alice was wonderful, talented, dear friend. Look at Texas Senator Ted Cruz, abbreviated just how they put it. 201 in reverse. Alice Stewart dead in Northern Virginia. They just found her body outdoors with no explanation. Northern Virginia 201. Forwards with the language and the alphabet. Okay? Come on. Okay? Come on. Do I need to read any of this? Let's see. In her free time, Stewart was an avid runner, according to CNN. Again, they're the authority, the medical experts here. They're the big dogs here. This is just a character for them, and something has to give with it being a selection year. CNN would be considered, let's go look over here. Here's Ted Cruz. He's got the December 22nd birthday. I didn't match anything much with that. 53 years old. But let's look at, is CNN the top political media network? Let's see. Oh, I thought it was going to talk to me. But look right here. Look. When it comes to getting news about government and politics, it says nothing about CNN there. But we know about CNN. And CNN based to the left, and she came with the right point of view, apparently. Fox is biased to the right. You're going to get the duality. Okay? Look at like the police cars. You get police synced up. The police cars, they still got the black and white. We have the SUVs out here in Arizona. Black and white, good and evil. They hit you with the black and white stories, and expect one of those before the selection, as they're already hitting. But yeah. Okay. We made it to the end. We're going to hit just a little bit of the footage again. Here she is speaking one more time.
To what's behind all this, with two political experts and CNN operatives and political commentators, Democratic strategist Maria Cardona, Republican strategist Alice Stewart. Alice, let me ask you this. Are they volunteering or are they being frog marched to the cameras by the campaign?
I talked with some of the representatives of each of their teams, and they volunteered to go. They wanted to go. And look, a lot of people will question their motives, whether or not they are vying for the Veep stakes or potentially a position in the administration if Trump were to win. But the reality is, these are Republicans, these are key Republicans, and Donald Trump is the top of the ticket in 2024, and they're supporting the top of the ticket. And, you know, we heard just from Speaker Johnson right there, they all had the same message, and they've been consistent with this message. They feel, and many Trump supporters feel, that this is a sham trial. They feel it's garbage. They feel it's weaponization of the Justice Department, and feel as though Donald Trump is being targeted because he's the contender against Joe Biden. And they want to see the judge recuse himself from this. And that's clearly the message that they wanted to send themselves, and they weren't pressured by Trump.
I just got that. Yeah. Race, like that last selection, the George Floyd incident, like political race, like politics, like the 11/3 birthday, like politics equals 113. Yeah. Let me and let's go over to the article just to see if there's anything else that we didn't catch up. And 5 + 8, 13, like 113. To scroll down. No further information about the cause of death. That's where they leave us. I think we got it, y'all. Wolf Blitzer. See that? She had a podcast. Oh, and even 20 + 16 is 36. Right there with that election sync up with did it say Senator Cruz? I think is what they said. My position at CNN is to be a conservative voice, yet an independent thinker, Stewart said. I'm not a Kool-Aid drinker. Look at that. I'm not a never Trumper, and I didn't check my common sense and decency at the door when I voted for Trump. As I'll go backwards here with the slides and just let it all soak in. Let it all soak in. Trending, I got your back. Live, like all they give us is LIES, lies. All right, so it's just pumped out in a computer system, okay? Right? These, it's just pumped out through computers, and sometimes it really heavily aligns, like the Kobe situation and his death. All right, but look, you see it all right there as I'm just running it back now. So anybody who's tuning in late, run it back. Very easy here. And hopefully the volume played. I know it did on the downloaded footage, but on the stuff I played on the side, and political 146 like Trump's birthday, and the 50 hit with Donald, and Donald 31, Trump 88 like the middle name Elizabeth, Queen Elizabeth II connection, politics, the year 24, what's going to go down, and women rule the world. A lot of blondes are leaving the main stage with these characters. I think the first one I can remember back was like Suzanne Summers, that last year already. And then, the blonde Taylor Swift winning the Super Bowl might as well be a member of the Kansas City Chiefs. They wear red, Republican red. Remember, was it Nick Saban that retired too? And they got the elephant logo, like the elephant Republican logo. What's the elephant in the room? I don't know. All right, y'all. Yes. So, sympathy with any deaths out there, but we got to do this, right? We got to report on it, and that came together nicely. So again, real person right here. Appreciate everybody. I'm off to find something to do today. You know, I'm going to be back with another decode. This is what I do. Okay. Alice Stewart, all connected with Trump. You should see it in the thumbnail. CNN political commentator and 5+8, 13. Veteran political advisor. CNN dies at 58. Appreciate everybody. And I will be back here in a little bit and we'll see what comes next. Until then, appreciate everybody.